Guys, so we're here at Midnight Studios. We're gonna head over and get this ready. So here we are. And here we are.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up? Whoops.
Don't worry, we'll catch it again.
Loop record. There we go.
You got a count going in? Awesome.
There you go.
All right. Hey guys, so we're finishing up here with that session. It was a really small little piece that we're going to have just to have for you guys to listen to using the Fatboy DI. It's made by Teegarden. The cool thing about this DI, one of the things that caught me right away was that they quoted Steve Jobs from Apple. And the thing they said is that Steve Jobs at Apple Computers famously stated, simple can be hard and then complex. You have to work hard to get thinking clean to make it simple, but it's worth it in the end because when you get there, you can move mountains. And I think that's really something major about this because there's almost nothing on here, right, Andrew?
Right. Straightforward. You got line outs on the back. You got mic out on the back to go right into the board, which is what we did. And then your beef button or beef knob.
A beef knob. Gotta have the beef knob. So the beef knob. So this is Andrew. Andrew is the proprietor of Midnight Studios, and we did this recording here with him today. And He's in the wonderful city of Easton, Pennsylvania. And you've done many sessions here, and this is got to check it out, Midnight Studios. I don't even know what this session was. I just kind of came in and we just.
That's a pop track that I'm working on right now. We needed some bass laid down. The nice thing about the Fatboy is I like that Steve was able to dial in almost kind of like an overdrive or distortion harmonic really with the beef. And all we did was just run direct into a line in on a UA preamp, so there was nothing special going in on the back end. So yeah, going right in with a tone without a cabinet, you could still get some of the roundness with it.
Yeah, I mean this session was just my Mexican P bass with a set of flats and my Nordstrom pickups. So it was, and even the cable was pretty simplistic. It was just a George L, very short George L to keep the keep the signal clean. So overall, like my take on this was, it was easy to load in, easy to do. The quality was pretty good. I guess the dollar value is around $800. If you're a session player and this is something that you're using, I think it's a great thing. But as a bass player, it's not really. I don't have the end say in this. I mean, that's why I brought Andrew in, because I thought Andrew has the ears, because he's really the guy behind the board who's going to decide whether this is worth your investment. And I mean, overall, Andrew, what do you think?
I mean, for a session project studio where you don't have the opportunity to, be miking a 412 or a 15 cabinet, and you've got, different microphones you can use. I think this really was a good substitute for, preamps or, trying to push the air through a speaker. I think especially like in the pop world, rock world, I think you're going to get a really good tone. But if you're more into like jazz or blues or something where you got to get a little bit more of a really straight kind of feel, it might not be down your alley, but it's got beef, as it says.
True. I mean, do you think that possibly that could have been the P bass too? If I would have came in with a different instrument, I think maybe a jazz bass or something might have given it a little bit different of a tinge, just because of the beef already of the P bass. And
plus we were hitting it pretty hard too, so it might be something that you might want to experiment on your own, turn the beef down, go a little bit more clean on the pickups, and it might, but for what we're doing, it worked well. It's something that's going to sit in the track and stay in the track. So you still look in here instead of the camera.
Well, we got because this is for Bass Musician Magazine, so we've got to make sure we're looking that way, right? Because we want to make sure that we're having a conversation with our friends in the bass musician world, and so overall, I think it had a great sound. I mean, we're gonna have the track on there. It's only a short excerpt. Basically, I was just playing on the chorus.
Yeah, the chorus to pre. It's not even really a fully mixed out track. It was just bringing the instrument in. Before we really put the full production in, but it's sitting nice already, which is great. So it means my end as a producer and mixing engineer, I don't have to fix it in the mix or fight with it at this point. So. And
you're running this into like a Pro Tools kind of setup.
Yeah, Pro Tools HD rig with Antelope Orion converter. So we're right at the top. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked well.
Thanks, and we also have Rich sitting in with us over here. Rich is hanging out for this session. So. Just want to make sure everybody gets counted for that's here for this, because this is going to be, this was a hard one to do, because honestly, like when my friends from Bass Musician Magazine, they said, would I want to do a review of it? The first thing I thought was, yeah. And then I was like, well, how am I going to do this? Because not having a studio at my house, I mean, sure, I could run this into what I'm using to record generally, but to get the real quality of what it actually is, you need to go into a studio.
Yeah.
So luckily I have a friend who has a studio and was able to...
Yeah, when Steve said come down, he's like, yeah. I'm like, hey, more gear for me to play with? Sure, why not?
Yeah. Would this be something that you think that you would add to your rig, like to your recording arsenal?
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. I mean, especially for, like I said, the session stuff that you're coming in, more of the pop tracks, it's very simple setup. Plug in, go.
Yep.
If I wanted and we wanted to spend more time, we could try different preamps on line M's, which again is going to give us a little bit more different tonality on it. But
right. Well, the nice thing about this too, it was what I have to say is that I'm actually by the board. I didn't have to go into an isolation room, which is really nice, because not that you don't have like several of them, but the nice thing is I can sit at the mixing board and we can work together right here and without it.
Yeah, you're hearing actually what's coming out of the speakers, so you know the tone you're getting, as opposed to being in the room with
Just
cabinets
the bass
and the
amp
bass and
headphones.
everything coming at you. So we know exactly what we had and where we were looking for on this track. So.
True, and that's nice because we could even like mark it down and do everything with that. So guys, so this was the Fatboy Tube DI, Fatboy Tube DI by Teegarden. Great piece. I recommend it. I think you'd like it. I think it'd be great in your studio, for your home studio. It's up there with like the Ready DIs.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one out there that's kind of on the same level. I like this one. I like the functionality of it. I like the simplicity of it. And I like the fact that they quoted Steve Jobs right away too, because
There you go.
Because I'm an Apple fanatic, and anything that quotes Steve is good in my book. So, all right, guys. From us at Midnight Studios out to you, I want to say thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you in in the magazine.
Take care. Thanks.